Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals, and they of course are guaranteed. Ali and Andy with you this morning. And still to come, we'll get more on what it was like to play under Gareth Southgate when former Spurs and Middlesbrough striker, remember that one?
Yeah.
Mido. That's classic. Remember? I had it Mido there.
Mido.
A belter, wasn't it? At 9:30. You saved my skin that day. I was so close. That and more before Jim White, Simon Jordan and Danny Murphy take over at 10. Now though, it's time to say good morning to this former England frontman.
Here's Beckham. One great cross from the England skipper. One big leap from Peter Crouch. Get ready to dance. Peter Crouch has scored again.
Hey, you're Robot Boy. I said you, and I had gone right. I said you're Ricky Rock.
Here's Pennant's cross. There's Crouch. Oh, what about it? What about it from Peter Crouch? Here's Crouch. A century of goals in the Premier League for Peter Crouch. And the celebration is back.
Brilliant. The goals used to rain in for Peter Crouch. I mean, who wrote this? 205 he scored overall 10 different clubs during a glittering career. Now he's stirring another storm of excitement that's bound to make a splash. New research from Greene King reveals a staggering 81% of Brits identify rain as quintessential British weather trait.
Most people now.
Scotland is 97%.
I was going to say, Elliot, and this year the amount of rain we've had has been crazy.
It's ridiculous. 49% say that the weather is a go-to subject of choice, but ironically 74% say that the prospect of rain significantly dampens their eagerness to get out and socialise. And with the darker days of winter behind us and spring just freshly sprung, how can we avoid downpours? No better person to ask than our next guest, Peter Crouch. Crouchy, a very good morning.
Morning, Crouchy.
Morning, you right, lads?
Well, brilliant, Crouch. Now, there is a train of thought, particularly in this studio, that there is nobody better qualified to talk about rainfall than yourself, because we believe that on average it hits you 47 seconds before it hits us.
It's very true. Do you know how many times I've had that over the course of my life where people go, oh, what's the weather like up there? I'm like, well, in a couple of seconds you'll find out.
Tell us, mate, how did this all come about?
Do you know what? It's the perfect campaign for me. Listen, I'm in a pub here at 9 a.m. I've been asked to come here by Greene King. And the campaign is, it rains, we pour, right? So when it rains...
Love it.
Love it. It's nice. So they've put a pint glass which detects rain in Manchester. I've no idea why they picked Manchester. I've got nothing against Manchester. But apparently it rains there quite a bit. And when it does rain, on Monday the 25th, Greene King will be giving away 100,000 pints.
Wow. But Crouchy, I mean, you get different levels of rain. I mean, your Manchester rain will be probably slightly worse than your London rain, but surely nothing can compare with your West of Scotland rain. I mean, that's proper rain. We do it horizontal, Crouchy.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Listen, I know it well. I've been up there. I've been golfing up there a few times.
Magic.
And I've played in things where, literally it's like you've come out of a swimming pool. It's unbelievable, but you still get through it.
Absolutely, mate. Now listen, we're going to talk England if we can, mate. Well, we've got a couple of big games coming up, Brazil and Belgium. How do you see them going, and what should Gareth do in preparation for the Euros coming up in the summer?
Yeah, no, it's just exciting for me. You know, like when I look at the squad at the moment and the amount of talent that we have, and you know, it's not just a starting 11. I mean, when I was playing 2006, kind of 2010, you look at that team and you think of the names and you think absolute, you know, world class players. But you know, just kind of under that, we didn't have, I don't think, the strength and depth that we kind of have now. I think it's so exciting. There's so many people like vying for a place in the team. You know, I think everyone's team would be different.
Yeah.
You know, in my day, it would be, you know, you'd have your starting 11 and you just wouldn't deviate from that. And I think now, I mean, you could pick so many different players, and that's just credit to the strength and depth we've got. So I'm excited. I'm excited by these two games because I think we can kind of see where we are. I think you look at Brazil's side to the Brazil side that we kind of lost to you know, in the World Cup, and you know, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo. That it's not those anymore.
No.
So I'm excited by the prospects of these 2 games.
Is it time, Crouchy, now to forget about experimenting? Is it time now to play as near as damn it the team that Gareth wants to start with in the summer?
100%, I think. Yeah, I think you've got. This is the time where you start as a player. Certainly, when I was in this squad, as a player now, if you don't play in these kind of games, you think, I'm not going to play in the Euros, you know. But there's always the opportunity to get into the side if you come on and do well. But yeah, I think you've got to start playing your starting 11 and get them gelled.
I take both your points, lads, and I think they're fair points. However, I just think it's an opportunity to leave somebody like Harry Kane out, because I think we're all in agreement. Harry Kane is one of the first names on Gareth's team sheet, and he picks him. But I don't think we know enough about Ivan Toney or Ollie Watkins, for example, Crouchy, Andy. I just think it's an opportunity to give those boys a run.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think, you know, like you say, the absolute nailed on starters, you could probably rest and try something else. I think, I've heard people talking about, you know, Ivan Toney coming in because it's kind of like a like for like replacement.
Yeah.
But for me, I think you need different options. If it's not happening with Harry Kane, for instance, you know, or even play Ollie Watkins alongside him. See how that happens. You know, see how that goes. You know, you lose a midfielder and play almost 2 up top, because there might be times where we're chasing a goal and just see how that works.
Yeah. Crouchy, coming back to the weather. So, are you a fair weather golfer? Or will you go out there and play in the rain?
Oh, I get out there and graft in whatever weather. Yeah, I'm one of those.
Fair play.
That's not
it's not for me.
No, not for me.
No.
Oh, I do.
Fair play, mate. When you come up to Scotland, I take it you play. I'm guessing Turnberry and Troon and all the courses. You got the Loch Lomond and up the East Coast as well.
Yeah, that's right, Loch Lomond. The last trip I did was Renaissance and Muirfield. Absolutely loved it.
That's brilliant. I've got to say, Crouchy, I've never played Muirfield. I've played most of them.
Oh.
They reckon Crouchy, the hardest one out of all the open courses up there would be, believe it or not, Carnoustie, which is up further up north. I've played it, and it can be really difficult.
It is.
Really difficult.
Yeah. You see, that's me. I like it slightly more forgiving. Muirfield's really, really like open. Listen, I love it, but that doesn't mean I'm any good at it. You know what I mean? I'm like bang average.
Great though, isn't it? It's great, mate.
Oh, it's great.
Once you give it.
Crouchy, just finally, Jurgen Klopp. So we've had a few texts this morning actually talking about various managers because of all the rumours with regards to Gareth and Eric Ten Hag, etc., etc. Who's the man to replace Jurgen Klopp? Would you like to see Xabi Alonso? I presume was he a teammate of yours, Crouchy?
He was, you know. I played with Xabi, and absolute like class act as a man. Even at that age, he was kind of like a link between the manager and the players. It was like he was kind of like the leader of the Spanish contingent, really, that Rafa brought in, and everyone loved him as a person, absolute class act, but you could see him going on to be a manager. He's just one of those, he's just always asking questions. He wanted to know everything about kind of, you know, English culture when we were over here. He's played in Germany, he's played in Spain, so he's got kind of all this armory, and he's done such an amazing job at Leverkusen as well. So I think he'd be absolutely ideal. It's just whether or not kind of it comes too early, you know, because he is still very, very early in his managerial career.
Yeah.
Brilliant, Crouchy. Great to join us this morning.
Thank you, mate.
Really appreciate it. You have a great day, mate.
Stay dry, pal.
Thanks a lot, guys. I've just got to go back over to the side there and see Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour. They just walked in actually.
I think you'll find that's them for last night, mate. Take it easy, Crouchy. Now, a reminder that England's first friendly of the international break against Brazil is live on talkSPORT this Saturday. Coverage from Wembley begins at 6 p.m. with Adrian Durham, commentator Jim Proudfoot, England legend Stuart Pearce, and talkSPORT's England correspondent Faye Carruthers. Coming up next, we'll be doing a bit of switcheroo, and we ask Andy the questions.
Starting March 18th for 3 days only, shop limited time doorbusters during Lowe's MVP's bonus days. Buy one Metabo HPT 15-degree roofing nailer. Get one box of Metabo HPT 1 1/4 inch collated roofing nails free, a $49.98 value. Plus, save $39 on a Little Giant A4 6-foot 300-pound step ladder. Shop these deals and more while supplies last. Lowe's knows pros. Valid 3/18 through 3/20. Selection varies by location.
When you eat, sleep, and live trucks like the Ram truck brand, you become the most awarded light-duty and heavy-duty truck, 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 light-duty and heavy-duty truck,